Coordination in human beings through chemical control. The chemical control is brought about by chemical substances. These chemical substances are called hormones, also referred to as chemical messengers. These hormones are secreted by the endocrine glands, also known as the ductless glands. The endocrine glands of the body form a system called endocrine system. Endocrine glands in body and their function. Ovaries. Position in abdomen of the female. Hormone, estrogen and progesterone. Function helps in development of female sex organ and characters. Pregnancy, menstruation, lactation, etc. Pancreas gland. Position below stomach. Hormone, insulin and glucagon. Function, glucose metabolism. Position in neck. Hormone, thyroxine and calcitonin. Function, regulates the growth and rate of function of many other systems in the body. Hypothalamus. Position, basal part of forebrain. Hormone, neurohormones, vasopressin and oxytocin. Function, regulates the synthesis and secretion of pituitary hormones. Pineal gland. Position between the two cerebral hemispheres of the brain. Hormone, melatonin. Function, helps the body recognize when it is time to go to sleep. Testes. Position in scrotum of the male. Hormone, testosterone. Function, helps in development of male sex organ and characters. Thymus gland. Position, dorsal side of the heart. Hormone, peptide hormone. Function, helps develop a healthy immune system. Adrenal gland. Position, on the top of each kidney. Hormone, adrenaline. Function, stress hormone, help us face stress. Pituitary gland. Position below the brain. Hormone, about 9 hormones produced. One among them is a growth hormone. Function, promotes body growth. The endocrine glands do not have any duct to transport their secretion. Therefore, the hormones produced by these glands are directly released into the bloodstream. The blood then carries these hormones to their site of action. Both endocrine system and nervous system work in cooperation to integrate and control various body activities. The significant difference between the two systems is that the nerve impulses are rapid and are usually of short duration, while the hormonal action is much slower and long-lasting. Feedback mechanism. It is very important that hormones should be secreted according to the requirement. The required quantity of hormone released and the time of release are regulated by feedback mechanisms. Feedback mechanisms is of two types: negative feedback mechanisms and positive feedback mechanisms. Negative feedback mechanisms. These mechanisms change the variable back to its original state or normal level. For example, When the sugar level of blood rises, it is detected by the cells of the pancreas, which respond to the situation by producing more insulin. Hormone insulin converts glucose to glycogen so that the extra glucose can be stored and a normal sugar level is obtained. As the sugar level of the blood falls, the secretion of insulin is reduced. Positive feedback mechanism. A positive feedback mechanism is the exact opposite of a negative feedback mechanism. With negative feedback, the output is reduces to obtain the original effect of the stimulus. In a positive feedback system, the output enhances the original stimulus. One example of positive feedback is uterine contractions during childbirth. During the birth of a child, the head of the fetus pushes against the mother's cervix. This triggers a nerve impulse from the cervix to the brain via transmission. The brain then stimulates the pituitary glands to secrete oxytocin. When oxytocin is secreted into the body, it is carried in the bloodstream to the uterus, where it stimulates uterine contractions and pushes the fetus towards the cervix.